Welcome, America. Welcome to another Street Savvy Moment. I'm Jay Works, the host of the best podcast in America. We got a great topic for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Racism in American City and State. Cleveland, Ohio, the state itself, has been witnessing a lot of different tactics. But this one here caught me off guard. Ladies and gentlemen, you got people walking around with SWAT stickers in the air off poles, posters, and black folk are not having it. But before we get to the topic and we dig deep in it, I want to say this. I want to say a lot of things, right? I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be live. I'm blessed to be the father I am today. I'm blessed to be the grandfather of 17 beautiful grandkids. I'm blessed to be a husband. Whenever I could be a best friend or a constituent, I usually be that. Someone who always tells someone the truth and helping them out, I'm also that person. But what I am not is a biggest or someone who likes to start trouble and spread rumors. That's one thing I don't do, and I'm never going to do. I'm going to be always a person that's trying to strive and help others and be able to get a better nuance of what I want to do in this world of today, folks. The reason why I say these things, because a lot of us need to check ourselves in the mirror. We always putting things on people, which I always say the blame game. My family, if you know me and friends, they tell you I do not like the blame game. I don't care who you is, mama, daddy, cousin, friend, kids. Don't use the blame game around me because I'm not having it. I'm not even listening to you. Call me tomorrow. You know, I'm not them, and they not like me. Period. On any level, when you come to people who got the blame game in them, and who always want to use racism as something that's holding them back, or quote unquote, allegedly a white man or any other man, or a brother man. I'm not with that. I can't stand it. But in the world today, we had a great weekend this past. I don't know if you folks watched the NBA weekend, All-Star Week, down in the ATL. I guess it was in. It was a full blast. Full blast. The dunk contest was serious. The young fella from Orlando Magics did his thing. He dunked off a guy's shoulder. He dunked the ball and tapped the rim at the same time. He did a 360. He jumped over a car. He did everything that you've seen already. Skip Bayless. Yes. From Undisputed. The one him and Shannon Sharp allegedly got into some things and led to Shannon off the show. But Skip Bayless is a man who's been around sport entertainment almost 40 years. But he had a comment. I quote, allegedly, "This kid is the best thing that ever happened in slam dunk contest. He's the greatest over all the other great ones." Let me tell you, folks, Skip Bayless is out of his goddamn mind. I mean, yeah, granted, this kid did his thing. He went up there, hung off the rim, dunked, jumped over a guy, jumped over a car. We've seen that several times in our life. Thousands of times in the playground, if you ask me. But for him to be better than the greatest, Skip probably done lost a little something. We don't know. Maybe. But his opinion is valued by millions, and I respect it, but I don't agree with it. In other news, my Boston Red Sox went out and got a big free agent from Houston. Yeah. $120 million for 3 years. 40 a year. Third year option. Player option. Is it Berkman? Well, folks, this guy's on a decline. I'm good for players getting their money, especially if they all-star MVPs of the league. and all that nature. You're playing ball, get your money. But Red Sox, we need other things and bigger, more explosions than giving a guy all those millions. All of those millions. For 3 years? A lot of money, Red Sox. Get your act together. Seriously. Some of us may not be watching them. Trust me. Some of us may not be watching them. In other news, entertainment news, my guy's new edition will be in Vegas at the Wyndham as a residency. Go out and get your tickets. Starting this week on the 17th through the 25th or the 24th. Don't quote me, look it up. New edition. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm glad you guys doing your thing. Keep up the good work. Yes. We are having technical difficulties on the Facebook Live, folks. I don't know what's going on with it, but hey, hopefully we can get it fixed. But for my folks on YouTube, we got a big show for you. Complications. We got a big show for you guys tonight. Racism at its finest in American City, American State, Ohio. It's real bad, folks. You got folks walking around with SWAT stickers on poles, clothing with SWAT stickers on it, black and red, white, black and white, you name it. And black folks in Ohio was not having it. And I tell you, this video is epitome to what's going on in the States today. Check it out, folks.
Don't do it. Oh my! Don't do it, man. We got you. You understand why we're out here? My guys aren't going to Forever 21. That is just right down here. We can get out of here. Okay. And we might need an escort. We got a vehicle right over there. A Jeep with a dog in it. Hey, motherfucker! Stop! No! Hey, come on.
As you can see, folks, those folks was very agitated in Ohio with them people with them SWAT stickers walking around talking crazy out their mouths and out their keisters. I don't understand it. I know it's prevalent in our country today in a lot of cities and states and country roads and backgrounds and up north, down south and out west. But SWAT stickers? These people out of their darn mind. And it's unbelievable how it can be still going down in America. You know, it's just unbelievable, man. I mean, I witnessed it when I was a lot younger. My parents witnessed it in their day. My grandparents definitely witnessed it. But today, for my grandkids to see it and my kids, it's crazy. It's so crazy. And that, with my public opinion, leads to, it goes back to who we are voting in. We voting in these very same people who agree with people like that in rhetoric that they post, they speak about every day. And look what's happened in the White House. Donald Trump, Elon Musk is seriously going to work on our democracy. They shedding the federal government workers by a whole bunch of percentages. Thousands will be letting off every day. They not being told weekly or daily. They coming in, work's over. You're fired. Supreme Court is stepping in, but who knows? Trump put a lot of these people in his first term in the Supreme Court. Folks, my opinion, and I'm coming straight raw to you, we're going to have a whole fallout in the streets of America. Y'all think this immigrant thing that went too far? Trump deporting people, going into people's house, ISIS knocking on doors, pulling people out? But this black on white crime, this racism at its finest, which it never left, which is even worse from back then and today, in my opinion, it's about to heat up. Because first of all, black folk never been the one that wasn't knowledgeable for it. Never turned a blind eye. Black folk are tired. Black and the brown are tired of being labeled, these name calling, these situational mistakes that somehow these politics are still making. The rich get richer and the poor get poor. I don't even know what middle class is. You got to have 3 jobs to really take your house home. Kids are vaguely going to college, and now they're cutting student loans. What's going to get crazy, America? And not just what you see in Ohio, it's what you're going to see in your backyard, in your front door. And again, on my end, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties that we're having on Facebook Live. But glad to have you guys back with us. Again, what's going on in Cleveland, Ohio is serious. Guys are walking around with SWAT stickers on their clothing, posters on poles, yelling out affinities, things that offending other people. Black folk out there is not having it. I was watching a video earlier, which I displayed on our YouTube channel. We can't get the technicalities on Facebook Live, but it's on my page. If you want to look at my page, I posted earlier. The video is horrific, but the folks in Ohio is not playing it. The black folk in Ohio is not playing, not going for people marching down their streets, yelling obscenities towards black and brown community. Black folk, let me tell you something. I have not in my life ever seen ignorance that's in the Senate and the White House that we have since Election Day. Producer, did you get the beverage? It's unreal. Elon Musk. This man has really voiced his opinion towards any pandemic that's capable of coming out, or in the past, from black and white, catching, who's not catching, who's more severe to catch it. It's interviews out there. Allegedly, look it up, folks. Allegedly, this man don't know what the hell he's talking about. Don Lemon has an interview with him, and I'm gonna find it and post it with Elon Musk. This man don't have a clue. Donald Trump is allegedly ordering federal workers to be cut and fired today, right as we speak, folks. And he's not playing. He said he's going to saw it down so we can cut the budget more. We don't need those many workers in the White House or working for the federal government, not the White House, excuse me, for the federal government at all. So I wonder, is Social Security next? Is welfare next? Is food stamp next? Is shaving down or critiquing Obamacare next? Who knows? But folks, let me get into this quote. And I quote, "They not like us. You guys voted for Donald Trump. Hispanics, blacks, gays, you name it. You guys voted Donald Trump in this term, and God bless you all." For a lot of you foreign folks think this man wasn't going to do this border thing like he said he was, this immigration law like he said he was 4 years ago. Well, folks, it's here now. You better get in the eagles behind him and hope and pray it don't poop on anything, because Donald Trump is not playing. Donald Trump is not playing with you guys. He means business. He done launched, well, let me not say he. Allegedly, the United States Attorney General's office have launched lawsuits against certain cities for not applying by certain guidelines that they wanted in this cabinet. And New York State, where I'm at today, AG Letitia James is one of the folks named in the lawsuit. And New York State Governor, she was announced in the lawsuit as well. Folks, it's some really stuff going on in this politics series today. And folks, if you don't know about dictation, go look up a lot of these dictated countries. Russia, Cuba, Mexico, you name it. What's going on in them countries? That them folks, Cold War is still around. North Korea. Go check it out. Donald Trump is trying to slowly get us there. But America, a lot of us know better. A lot of us gonna do better. A lot of us need better. And racism in our streets, SWAT stickers, we can't have that, folks. I don't care if they mean it, they don't mean it, or they got a problem. Because now we have a problem. And we need to handle our problem. And that means the government. Before it falls over in the streets and it becomes a black and white problem, which it already is, but a bigger one. America, again, we voted these people in. Now here's to you. He's going to show you what being a boss is all about. Good, bad, and ugly. So my words to you, America. You talked about Sleepy Joe and what he didn't do, what he couldn't do, what he didn't say. I agree with you on certain levels. But one thing we know, them Democrats ain't dictating anything. I don't even know if they're still around. Some say the Democrat is a ghost. Democratic Party is ghost right now. America, we need help fast and now. I'm a middle-aged man, America. And Donald Trump, if you are listening to me, my name is Mr. Works. I'm a guy who's still trying to make it. I'm a guy who's paying child support since he was 16. I'm a guy who can't get ahead because I owe arrears and child support. And that's my own business to a certain degree. But child support is robbing these men and women. Child support is a business, and they ain't playing. I need help, America. I just had a prominent job with all of my injuries, with all my arthritic, and everything else in my body. And because I owed child support, I couldn't get the job. I couldn't get it. Passed all the technicalities, all the lie detector tests, all the board member testing, got all the skills and qualifications, community need build, community-based, threat assessment on the security side. I did everything in security except for that. Because I owe child support, which is rears, on 30-year-olds, I can't get a passport, I can't buy pistols, and I can't get a qualified job that's a peace officer, a police officer, a sheriff, county, corrections. That's the law in New York State. So Donald Trump, you got all these balls, and you making all these executive orders. There's millions of us men out here that child support is became a business, a lucrative one off our backs, and enforcing it by the Supreme Court and the law of this land. Please, Donald Trump, do something executively about that. If you're going to do something, you will help a lot of people out in this country today, on this continent today. In America, forgive me for not excluding you out. All of us who owe child support for rears and still working today, paying them back as much as you could, and taking care of these kids, I salute you. I hope Donald Trump salutes you too. That's my message to Donald Trump. God bless you, America. And this is Street Savvy with Jay Works, the best host in the world. Please like and subscribe me in this podcast moment. God bless you, America.